Hello everyone, I'm Joey Ding, a mechanical designer at FOUK Grippers. I will now introduce the process of selecting the right gripper for our product line. Our company primarily offers 3 series of grippers: FR series, FZ series, and the 4-finger gripper series. They can be equipped with 2, 3, or 4 fingers respectively, to adapt to the gripping of different workpieces. When selecting a gripper, the first consideration is whether to use a 2-finger or a 3-finger configuration for gripping. When we need to handle centric gripping for ring-shaped or rod-like workpieces, we often consider using a 3-finger gripper. Beyond that, the 2-finger gripper can better meet your gripping requirements. We also offer long stroke series to meet your needs for greater workpiece compatibility. When selecting a gripper, you can make an initial choice based on the product series catalog, pages, and our brochure. For example, if you need to grip the width of this workpiece, assuming its weight is 10 kg, these 2 grippers can be pre-selected based on weight. Next, we need to consider the stroke compatibility of the product. When you need to accommodate workpieces of different lengths, we must determine whether the gripper stroke can meet your operational requirements. The strokes of these 2 products are 6mm and 16mm respectively. Let's take a simple example. If the lengths Li need to accommodate are 20mm, 30mm, and 45mm, your gripper's opening and closing length would need to provide approximately 25mm of stroke. Considering that the gripper must fully open to allow placement and that some gripping margin should remain when closed, we need to add a few more millimeters to the stroke. Therefore, the gripper needs an opening and closing range of 30mm, which means about 15mm of stroke per side, to meet the gripping requirements for the 3 different workpiece specifications. The FR72192M gripper model, with a stroke of 16mm, is better suited for this application. The steps outlined above demonstrate how to select a gripper that suits the actual working conditions based on workpiece, weight, and stroke requirements. Additionally, it is important to note that, firstly, when the required stroke of the gripper is exceptionally long, for instance, if the workpiece weight remains 10 kg but compatibility with a stroke length of 100mm is required, and standard grippers cannot achieve this, you can design adjustable fingers yourself or opt for our ZM Quick Change Finger series. This allows finger replacement when gripping workpieces of different sizes, thereby achieving product compatibility. Secondly, we need to consider the finger length. In the catalog, there is a parameter labeled maximum allowable finger length. For example, this is our standard 2-finger gripper. When the finger length is too long and the gripper exerts a high gripping force, it can generate a significant tilting moment. In such cases, the gripper is prone to jamming. Simply put, when force is applied close to the slider, the gripper opens and closes quite easily. However, when the force is applied at a point farther away, even with considerable effort, the gripper fingers may remain completely immobile. The test shows that longer fingers result in lower gripping force. Therefore, our recommendation is to keep the finger length as short as possible during your design. If the finger length exceeds the gripper's capability, it is advisable to select a gripper 1 or 2 sizes larger.